Episode of Talkin' Shit.
Talkin' Shit, yeah.
Yeah. Today we will be doing a little pop culture experience for ya.
Going on in the world today.
Yeah.
You know?
The hot goss of today that might be lukewarm goss of when this comes out. But
Right. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look, come back.
Yeah.
Maybe some new things might develop by then. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
New rumors.
You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, by the way, I'm Prodigy Q.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Amanda. Sorry, we forgot to introduce ourselves.
And this is Teddy.
This is Teddy.
Last episode, he's a lot more active today than the last episode. You get to see the real Teddy today.
For sure. I was utterly shocked last time that he was so good. Anyway, so
we gonna see. Calm down.
Find out. So as I said, we're doing pop culture. I have a bunch of different things that I looked up that I'm gonna kind of go over. We're gonna talk about our feelings about it and speculate and whatever
add
else
to the gossip, add to the rumors. Yeah,
exactly. One thing that's super exciting, and I'm gonna just tell you. So today, I'm gonna tell you today's date because it's very important that this was yesterday. Yeah. So today's the 15th, September 15th. So 15 years ago, Mamma Mia came out. So, there's an article talking about how Mamma Mia 3 is definitely gonna happen.
Oh, really?
Like, literally, the title of it was saying that, that Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried say that they're in, and more say that they're in, and then the producer said, I definitely picture Mamma Mia as a trilogy.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
That is exciting.
I can't wait. Anything Meryl Streep does is incredible. Yeah, and also, did anybody else think it was Streep for the longest time? Because
I always thought it was Street too.
Yeah, I used to say that for forever. I said Meryl Streep. Sorry, Meryl.
Sorry, Meryl. I was like, what's a P?
Yeah.
Streep.
Our audio listeners may have thought I said street anyway.
Right.
They didn't see my lip movement.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Meryl Streep.
So,
oh, that's exciting. Did it say when? Or when it
that is the question. They're all like, I'm up for anything. People want it. We won't do it.
Come on, you're getting this excited for.
And then Amanda Seyfried said that she'd do a third movie for Mamma Mia for free if she could.
Let's go. I'm
like, okay, there's no reason not to do this. Everyone, and I want to see my boy Colin do it again.
Yes. Back at it again.
I liked all the dads, but I just love Colin Firth so much. Yeah.
You know, a movie I was happy.
And he said he's in. You know.
Let's go.
Well, he said he's kind of in. He said there just has to be a good enough idea to reunite us.
Oh, you're right.
Which is not wrong, but also it's kind of a funny thing. Like everybody else is like, I do it for free. Yeah, let's do it. And he's like, make sure it's good.
Make sure right.
Or I'm not doing it.
Right, which is a big thing because some of these sequels and stuff be like.
Yeah, but that's smart. That's how he's protected his name, like again and again, and only been in bangers and have done like really significant roles. You know,
some of these sequels, trying to put people together with the craziest scenarios.
And there are some movies that have like high paid, like very famous actors that are just not good and was never gonna be good, no matter who they cast. But then they cast people like to pay for it, you know?
Yeah. And
yeah.
That has to, you know what movie I was happy that they actually came out with a 3?
What?
Was Bad Boys. I was so happy, like, I was like, you know, because it needed a 3, and I was happy to be able to see it, like, this lifetime. I thought it was great. I thought they did it well.
I feel like I only saw 1 and 3. I don't know.
Yes, because number 2, that's the favorite. Number 2's that's my favorite.
Okay.
You said it line by line and all.
I gotta have a trilogy marathon.
Yes, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. We can do it. Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's do it. We can report on it. Yeah.
I love Bad Boys.
We could do a whole little Bad Boys episode or something. Who knows?
Mark Lawrence, Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know?
To be continued.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, not that. Sorry, I was about to move on, and then I saw this one. I will be in an urn by the time there's a script for Mamma Mia 3.
Oh, no.
But I will gladly participate as a pile of ashes.
I love that.
I know.
Hey, you pass it around the table.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so hilarious. Funny. I don't know how to say their name.
They need somebody to write it, because look.
Right.
Get that race credit.
Starscard.
We gotta wait after
maybe
the strike.
Well, yeah, true.
Oh yeah.
Standing with the unions, like.
Yeah, right.
I definitely am here for the people who have the day-to-day, like, I feel like biggest hands in the industry.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like everybody deserves to be treated and paid fairly, and also not use AI as much. Let's use the people.
Let's use the people. Let's bring it back to the people, please.
That's just like my miniature talk on that, because I could go on for hours.
Mm-hmm. Pin it with. Hey, you gotta
do
pin
what?
it. You know,
yeah.
Podcast.
It's crazy how long this thing has lasted. Yeah. So I think that's all the main things. But
when was the second one? You remember? How long ago was the second episode? I mean, that second episode. Oh my gosh. Mamma Mia 2. Like, how long ago?
It was very long, but not 15 years long. Let me look it up. But there was something else I wanted to read. No, it was 2018. Yeah. So, but then it was saying that. I didn't remember that happening. That's crazy. So they would have to pick up from the end of the second, which means Meryl Streep's character would either be dead or somehow reincarnated. But she's on board anyways.
Right. Yeah, she's on board, but now they don't have a part for her because she's supposed to be dead.
Yeah. Well, she said she's the one. She didn't say the dead thing. Someone else said that. I
mean, I know, but I'm saying her character is supposed to have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She gonna be gone.
Right? No.
Okay. Yeah. It'd be. They'd have to do some like way of like Sophie like seeing her mom without it looking corny and making it work. Like I think if they actually reincarnated her,
it would flashbacks.
Yeah, more backstory and flashbacks. Yeah,
now that could work.
Mm-hmm. That could really work. Yeah, and if y'all use that, you better please bring us along in some capacity.
Come on now.
We've just reached, we reach all the billionaires now. We have a wide audience, and they are all listening and tuning in.
Absolutely. So we see our stuff. We know.
We see you out there. Okay. So moving on. Let's go to our next topic.
Okay, next topic.
So, April Jones and Taye Diggs.
Yes.
Did you see that video of her son, April Jones and Omarion's son, exposing them?
I only had heard about it from like comments and stuff, and people was talking about it, and they were saying, it had something to do with the video. And they were just talking about it, describing it, and saying he went in, but I didn't see the video.
Yes, he went in, and I wrote down, I transcribed it.
Oh, really? You watched it?
I did. I watched it, and I just transcribed it. So, April was they're asking where Taye is, or whatever. Because, first of all, April's son was like, Tay needs to be smoking weed, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, no, don't be saying that. You're on a live. He doesn't smoke. He just does edibles. There's a difference. Like, shut up. And so who knows if that's true or not. He was like, but I smell it. And you don't, like, he was like, but I'm smelling it. And I'm like, okay, you don't smell it from edibles. So maybe he's not
cooking
lying. Yeah, he could be making his own. He probably has a chef like cooking his own or something. Yeah, that would be.
Oh, he getting 5-star gourmet.
Like those.
edibles.
Have you seen those cooking shows? Like they cook like cannabis. Type shows?
Like gold plated
gourmet. Yeah, it's crazy.
Come on, Tay.
It's crazy.
Come on, Tay Diggs.
I hope that's how he's living.
Share your recipes.
Not that I'll be able to afford them,
Right.
but I want to know.
Right. This is all allegedly, by the way.
Yeah.
All allegedly.
All according to April Jones' son. But anyways, yeah, so she was like, people are asking where Tay is, and then he said, he ain't here. And then April said, where is he? And he said, he ain't here. And she said, he working. And he said, he ain't working, he ain't here. We ain't know specifically. He didn't say specifically. It was so cute. It was so cute. He was like, we don't know specifically if he is working or not. Did he text you? And then April said, yes, he sent me a video yesterday. And then he said, show me the text. And then he was like, it's only for y'all. And like pointed at them like about like, I guess their relationship.
Right.
And then he was like,
that's mad.
And then he was like saying she's a liar, and then he was like, April was like, do you want me to show you the text? And then like ended the live. It was like, hold on, I'll show you the text. Like, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild. No, that's wild.
Yeah.
And you defending your relationship to how old is this boy?
9.
9?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that boy ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
That boy ain't lying.
Yeah, no, that's the age I feel like where you start exposing people's secrets.
Yeah.
Like,
but not that you even really know. You just be an honest kid that you would talk to me.
I don't know. I feel like
speak the truth.
Yeah. But repeating it, I guess. Like, whether you, like, are thinking about it or not, I guess that's, like, the age that you, like, definitely repeat some... But I feel like that's when you start kind of trying your parents a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely...
So you kind of repeat their business a little bit with, like, a... Like, what you gonna do?
Right, he ain't been here.
What's gonna happen?
Said that man ain't been here in months.
Yeah.
Weeks.
And she posted a video, like, later on and was like, he didn't mean to do that or whatever.
Oh, so he probably saw that and was like, look, your son exposed me.
Well, April was saying her son didn't mean to do that. Like
I know, but I'm saying,
yeah.
You know.
And then Tay posted some like sad stuff, and it was really sad too because when I was researching, like I saw that on Tamron Hall's show 3 months ago, he said that April Jones was the one.
Oh wow, really?
And was talking like a bunch of stuff about basically how in love with each other they are, and they don't. I don't know. I didn't look at their pages beforehand, and like really, I just don't get online in general much, anyways. But I didn't know if they had more videos posted together since then. But I couldn't find. I don't think any videos, but definitely not more than like 1 or 2. They were from this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were some of them, but they were mostly last year, and it didn't seem like it was like most of their profile. They had a lot of individual videos. And from everything that I saw, like the whole thing and why everyone loved them was like them posting together.
Right. Which I just see some of the stuff of them posting together.
Yeah.
I always thought they was actually, fairly nice together. I mean, I kind of speculated, whether or not it would last. I mean, honestly, these Hollywood relationships, do they really last anyway?
Yeah.
But it was one that I was like, okay, they actually, seem really kind of dope together, whatnot. But I did see that. I was like, what? But and I also saw too that they had the movie together or something. And apparently, I was also saying that too, like their whole relationship could have been kind of a publicity thing to go see the movie. That apparently, I don't know, mixed reviews. There was mixed reviews in the comments about it. So
yeah. I love him and his acting. I haven't seen her act specifically.
Oh yeah,
or
same.
specifically.
Yeah. That's funny. I haven't seen her specifically either. But he's a dope actor for sure.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites
Yeah,
for sure.
so awesome. So funny.
So dope.
And I just love looking at his smile. Every time he smiles, I just love it. It's so cute. And I saw an interview of him, like, on that same Tamer Hall video. It was, like, his friend from either high school or college was talking about how he used to be back in the day. And, like, how he said that he was going to be famous one day. And then they were like, do you remember saying that? And he was like, absolutely not.
No.
Like, no, don't remember that. But, and he just shared more of his, like, backstory with, like, theater and, like, how he wasn't really, like, happy or in his life, like, he wasn't really happy with it, a lot of it, until he joined the, like, this, special high school for, like, the arts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like gifted arts program or something?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So it was cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about bongos. Oh my gosh. So, if you haven't heard the song Bongos by Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Oh, I did hear that. Yes, I heard that song.
It's kind of annoying.
Okay. Listen, I heard it too. And I heard like a sample of it. I was just like,
no, I heard the whole thing and watched the music video. The music video is way better than the song itself.
Okay. Even the bit I heard, I was like, yeah, no. No. And I felt kind of, like some type of way, because I'm like, dang, Cardi, like, we've been waiting a long time from your first album, and your first album did very well. And a sophomore album is always the hardest. A lot of artists struggle with that sophomore album, because that sophomore
but the last
album,
one they collabed, it was great too. And
that sophomore album can make you or break you regardless. And then Megan Thee Stallion too had her whole case and things going on too, and she been going for a minute. So I felt like we've been waiting. We've been anticipating Cardi B new album. We waiting for something for Megan Thee Stallion to drop. Since the whole case or whatever, and it's just like you give us this, and it's just like it just didn't. It just didn't do.
No.
And I so even if it was just
I got what they were going for.
Yeah, I got what they was going for too. But I just felt like I didn't even feel like it was overly catchy. I was like, it's one of the songs that you probably have to hear 1,000 times and be like, oh, okay.
Here's my thing. Okay, so if the bongos, if that was like also followed up with like some kind of music, then I think that could have worked. Right. And it probably would have been more catchy. But the fact that the whole like backtracking of the music is the bongos, it just makes it annoying.
Right.
It makes it really annoying. They could have taken breaks with the just bongos and not a backing track of any sort. They could have gotten away with like, like choruses of that basically.
Right.
And then, but without the music behind it the rest of the time, it's hard for me to even listen to what they're rapping about and what they're saying.
So
like
the bit I heard, I was like, yeah, it was already like.
No, you gotta listen to the whole thing.
I didn't.
I know you won't want to.
I heard like 30 seconds. It was like.
Yeah.
It don't take me long with music. I'm very particular about like music I listen to. Like I can go on tangents about my view on today's music, and I guess that'd be another episode. What?
You gotta start writing down every time we think of a new episode during a current episode.
The things I was going to say, but listen, this new music, y'all enjoy. That's what I say. Y'all enjoy.
Yeah, that's honestly. Oh, but the colors of the music video were really pretty, and then. Of course, their booties were really nice to look at. But besides that, like...
That was it?
Yeah.
I would look at the video.
Yeah, definitely do it. Definitely check it out.
But
check it out if you haven't. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, and tell us what you think about the song. It's hot? It's not?
Yeah, are we wrong? We're bound to find out.
Let us know. Have you heard it yet? Go check it out.
Agree to disagree, though. I'm not wrong, but share your thoughts.
Right. But you know what, you know,
maybe I'm wrong, and I'll catch it later.
But
I'll catch it like a.
I can never do any of them long, you know. And hey, say what you want to say to the fans out there. Hey, I got it, but some of them. No, I couldn't listen. I could not listen to a car ride of any of their music all the way through.
Well, that's fair.
Right.
Not a car ride.
all the way through. Playing back to back. I couldn't do it. Like, no. All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, what's going on again?
So, right. You really can't tell by looking at Q, but you can tell by looking at me. It's not the same day.
Not the same.
So we filmed the whole episode, like 40 more minutes, and found out that I don't know what happened, but it did not record any of it. So we're back at it again.
Coming back just for you.
We're finishing the job. We're making sure you finish, baby.
Come on.
We gonna leave you hanging. No. So let's see. Where were we at? Well, let's just start with the Joe and Sophie divorce. So. This man, okay, so Joe came out with the whole divorce thing first. I think he thought that would make him look better, but it's really turned around on him because everybody's been like so pro Sophie because of him. Yeah. So apparently, if you haven't heard about it, he found something on the Ring camera that just completely was like, okay, bet, it's off. We're done.
I did hear
that. I want to know what I really wish. I've never really wanted to be a hacker, but I definitely wanted to figure out what happened in the Ring camera.
What he saw. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, it had to be something significant. Be like, no.
But also, she did talk to her friends about. They made some kind of comment where it was like, oh, he's big, but it wasn't talking about his dick, but she implied that she was like, no, it's average.
Oh, no.
So she's already said some shit before, but she said that out for the world, so like, you know, maybe she was talking shit about him, and...
she got bigger coming to the house?
He saw it.
The package,
she got what?
Bigger coming to the house?
Oh, maybe.
The package is being delivered? Oh!
Ooh.
That is not
Oh,
fair.
I saw something online today.
Allegedly, these
someone said, Sophie got sick, Joe got mad because Sophie kept on putting the cups on the top shelf or something like that. Something like that, because she's so much taller than him. I can't remember what it said, I butchered it, but it was so funny. But, I mean, I know these are real people. It's sad they got a divorce. They got kids. Right. Let me just say that. That is sad.
That is right.
But he was like, Sophie's out here partying, doing this and that, and I'm stuck here with the kids, and it's like, I can't imagine that she's really out here. If she's out here every single night for weeks, okay, dude, I get it. If she's out a couple nights a week, then like, you're just being a father. Right. And you don't earn any special treatment because really, like, women get stuck into those roles of constantly being the caretaker, always, anyways. And they married so young. I think they married when she was like 23 or something. Like, they got together when she was young. Yeah. He was like, they got married when he was in his 30s, I think, or like he was older. And so, you know, he was at a point to settle down. And she's gone on constant interviews talking about how she has so many regrets for not having like a real college experience, for not, she wanted to be able to like explore with him and not settle down, and then they had kids like back to back.
Right.
And it's like,
so she might just be trying to just
yeah,
reclaim some
she's
of the
just trying to live.
Yeah.
And I feel like this man was holding her back anyways. And also, let's be real, you know how many women Joe Jonas has like fucked over. Like everyone, even when I was a kid, I loved the Jonas Brothers. I still love the Jonas Brothers. Don't get me wrong. I went to Music Midtown when they played and I bawled crying because I was finally seeing them.
Really?
I still love him. No, I mean, it is what it is, but it doesn't mean he's not a douchebag. I know he's a douche. Like everyone always knew that Kevin was the quiet one, Nick was the cool one, and Joe was the hot douche. Like, that's just, I mean, they all are attractive, but he was like the one that everyone was like, oh, he's so hot. And then he was like, yeah, I am hot, so I'm gonna be a douche. And like, so if you ever heard of Allie and AJ, there's been like a lot of rumors that their song, potential breakup song, was about him. And in the lyrics, they're talking about like, it took too long for you to call back. And normally I would just forget that, except for the fact it was my birthday, my fucking birthday. On the explicit version, they say fucking. On the Disney version, they say stupid.
The display right there.
Right. But yeah, so this man didn't call her on their birthday. Like Taylor Swift wrote that song "Better Than Revenge" about him, allegedly. And yeah, and like he like cheated on her, and then she went on an interview saying that their breakup call was a 27-second call.
Really?
And then he said, oh well, I got hung up on or whatever. I didn't hang up that call, but if you're calling me on the phone to hang up with me, period,
right, and
you're already kind of sleuting around with someone that you did a music video with, then yeah, I'm gonna hang up on you.
Right.
Like, are you kidding me?
And he's just, oh man.
So yeah, there's a lot going on with Joe, and her statement was great. Like, she had a very amicable statement, just talking about they like jointly decided to end things, and you know, everything's all good, whatever. Right. But he just kind of came out from the jump trying to be like, oh, I divorced her. And if you're an audio listener, I did the jerking it movement. I don't know how to say that to not be. I don't know. To not feel weird. I had to sing it to not feel weird about saying it. But I could do it and not feel weird about it. I just had to sing it to say it. I don't know. That's me.
That's why.
Yeah, so.
Dang.
Yeah, I feel like there was other things I had to say about that, but honestly, I wish them both the best.
Absolutely.
But
I guess you can live now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. And Joe's been stepping out on these hoes his whole life. He's like I don't.
It probably wasn't even like something really.
Yeah.
That even significant. Maybe something he maybe even thought.
Yeah.
You know,
No, and they've been having issues for a while. It wasn't just the Ring camera. That was like the final straw, you know? Yeah, so...
Started changing outfits. Wait a minute.
Oh, her changing outfits?
Yeah, she put on the sweats from the club outfit.
Oh, no.
Knew you was out. No,
oh my
I
God.
was at the gym.
I just want to know. I really, I don't think they're ever gonna release it, and I want to know. I want to know. That is some hot tea to say that something on a Ring camera caused you to end it all, basically, and then you're not gonna say anything. What the hell? But yeah, I hope. I'm sure that's really tough with two young kids, though, because one of their kids is like 1 year old.
Oh, really?
So, like, they had him 2022.
Oh, wow.
So, like, I definitely wish them the best. Joe, I hope you're not as much of a douche as you used to be, but I still rock out to your music. And then, Sophie, Go live your best life,
Live
girl.
your life.
We know you watch this show. We know Joe Jonas watches this show.
Absolutely.
We know all these celebrities that we're talking about. They're our best
Tune
friends.
in every Friday. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So moving on. Okay, so something that happened this week, since we're already recording, this wasn't part of our original, and he doesn't know I'm even going to talk about it.
Oh.
Have you heard about the Drake and Halle Berry stuff?
I think I saw a mention of something, but I didn't, I didn't process it. Yeah, look into it.
Yeah. So, Drake is making yet another enemy.
Uh-huh.
And then Halle Berry, because
Halle Berry.
He released a new song. I can't even remember the name of the song, but the tea is that he used, I think it's from Nick Choice Awards or something, where they used to slime people.
Yeah, I saw it on his page.
Yeah. He asked her if he could use that photo.
Yeah.
She said no, and then he used it anyways.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy. I do follow him, right? So
Yeah.
I saw it, and then it's like, album comes soon. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't hear about anything. I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was wondering, like,
no.
that's interesting.
And she was pissed, like, as she should be. She was just basically like, why did you ask then if you were just going to do what you want? That wasn't a true question.
Right.
And also, I really want to know, like, how is he not getting sued for that? That's what I want to know. Because he's going to make money off that. But
it depends on who took it.
Who owns
it. And he probably got the rights from,
See, that's what's messed up, and that's why, another reason why I support this strike, because, I feel like actors should own their facial property, too.
But they don't. And only because...
They don't.
No, and because... But it's also like a thing, because once you basically say you're a celebrity and you own that, you give up that right. Because that's why even like places, convenience stores have to ask you or let you know you're being filmed, because the general public, you have to ask permission to film people. But if you're a celebrity, you give up that right to be filmed, photographed, which sucks because, again, I mean, they privacy get invaded and all this sort of stuff. But honestly, because they make that rule, because they say, then there's nothing they can do. So,
I feel like
I said, I mean, and on Drake's part, it's smart business in a way, because he did it through the appropriate channel, especially he bought the...
No, at that point, he shouldn't have even asked her, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he just thought she was going to say yes, but why would she say yes? That's not her image.
Right.
At all.
It's not, though.
At all.
Because, I didn't...
She is badass and fierce and gorgeous.
Right.
She is not, quirky or, kid-like or funny. She's not even, a funny, haha, comedy person.
But I think maybe at that time, for her to have done it, probably was a playful moment that she was, doing that.
No, that's...
Yeah,
I think her getting slimed and her reaction to that was great and fun and added to how great I already think she is.
Right.
But I think if you're using that, like people on Twitter, all these little young ones are like, why is she so mad? This is giving her clout. Because they don't know who she is.
Yeah, right. Right. She don't need the clout. Everybody else knows. They say Halle Berry, I think, is the number one name in all the rap songs. She has the most referenced in most rap songs and stuff. I think out of anybody.
Yeah, and I feel
she's just that. She's the GOAT. Shout out to
right.
Halle Berry, number one, but
right.
GOAT. I mean, she's done so much.
Yeah, she was.
Which is why I did feel like it wasn't appropriate. I mean, I didn't get really the context of it when he posted it, but in this context that he's kind of really using it for, really for an album or whatever song he did or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, it in that essence, especially because she said no, it is definitely tasteless for sure. She represents so much more. Yeah, she has so much more.
She was the first woman of color to win the Academy Award for Best Actress. Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know what was does the song reference her? Is the song out?
I don't think so. I think it's just about slime. There's something to do with slime.
Oh.
And so then they used her.
Oh, right.
I'm like, you could have found somebody else. And it's just because she's freaking gorgeous, even with the slime on her face.
Yeah,
Like,
she did. It was a nice picture.
It was a good picture, and she looked so cute.
She did.
And fun.
She did. That's all
it was so cute. But I understand why she doesn't want to. Like, she has a huge reputation. She's built. You should have the amount of respect for anyone, period, if they say no, to not go against their wishes. But especially for someone who's been like such a pioneer for people and has like been in a lot of powerful mainstream, productions that are, I mean, I don't know how these kids would know her. But like she's, I mean, whew.
Halle Berry. So many things. I mean,
yeah.
So movies,
if the slime tasted good, I would have licked it on her face. That's all I'm saying.
hey.
She's like so dynamic and just she's so great. It all goes back to yeah.
She's done so many things. I mean,
yeah.
Her catalog is
it's
amazing. Like she's that talented. I don't know. I'm just trying to really get like, what was he thinking? Unless he was going to use it for like actually album cover, she said no. So maybe that was his way of why he posted it on social media instead.
No, but that's still the cover for the single.
Oh,
the album hasn't come out. It hasn't come out yet. And
because it was just, but he didn't have anything.
He loves making enemies.
He didn't have anything else with it. It was literally just it looked. That's why I didn't put it together, because he just posted the picture itself.
No, yeah, but
and then the caption was like something about the album, but the picture itself was just whatever maybe the picture they took where it came from is what the picture was.
Yeah, but I saw that it was gonna be like, you know how I can look it up right now, like on Spotify. We know you listen to, so you can sponsor us if you want. Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the album cover on the EP release on here, and of course my phone is not loading. Okay, but the video I was watching earlier, like today, it was talking about how it's that for the song, it's the art for that slime song or whatever.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to be like Kanye and Whitney thing.
No, but Drake makes hella enemies. Like,
that was disrespectful. Kanye did that too. But
a lot of people have issues with Drake. Okay, so wait, I don't know if I know. So what happened? What did he do?
Yeah, he used the that's it. They used for his album. They used for Pusha T album, I want to say. But they used there was a picture of like her bathroom, like, and it had like a bunch of like, it was filthy, it was like drugs and stuff, all this stuff that they bought from one of the like tabloid newspapers, and then they used that image as like, and this was recent, this was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, and they used that as, I want to say that might have been for Pusha T album, because Kanye, I think, produces them or something, and they used it for his album cover. And it was just like,
that's
why
disgusting.
Would you use that? Why would you?
Especially with how she died. Like, are you kidding me?
Why would you do that? Like,
and it's from the tabloid. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. And of course, at that time, that was the whole buzz and thing about it too. Like, why would? But I mean, did, and that was
like I
said, that was the album cover. Like, that's, a song cover is one thing, but I mean, that's the one that.
Well, who knows? That could be the album cover as well. You don't know. I don't know, but and this won't load to tell me.
Oh man!
But that, man, I try. I honestly, it sounds bad, but I try to avoid as much Kanye news as I can, because I remember it was about 10 years ago, and my sister and her boyfriend wanted to go to his show, and I've won tickets like to different shows by calling in to radio. Yeah, and it was awesome. So they were like, hey, you're lucky, try to win us Kanye tickets. And I was like, fuck Kanye, no, I don't want you to. And that was before he really turned. Like, really.
I went to Donda. It was really nice. if you separate the work up,
I can't listen. And I can't listen to Chris Brown like I used to too. I used to love Chris Brown, and I can't. I made the same damn face. If you saw Selena, actually my face was stronger than Selena's at the VMAs, talking about him being nominated for this and that, and she made a face like ew. Like no, that man.
Nothing he can change.
No, not that man. Maybe some others are capable of maybe changing after being physically abusive, but not that man. No, he's said too many things that have proven that he's the same person. What's your problem?
In relationships, I give too much of the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
That's what I do. That's my issue.
I think you're giving too much of the benefit of doubt to...
I like to see the good in folks, man.
Yeah, but you're ignoring the bad. Because you said you didn't even know.
Hence my issue with relationships.
Okay, fair. Oh, Lord. Speaking of relationships, we're actually moving on. Okay, so if you've heard Olivia Rodrigo's new album, there was a lot of speculation that Vampire, this song just, oh my God. Have you heard it?
What?
Have you heard Vampire?
No.
Have you heard any of that? Oh my God, no. It's so good.
I did hear her commercial.
Her Guts, Guts is her album, but Vampire, there was a lot of speculation that it was about Taylor Swift originally. Mm-hmm. And then this week, it was like kind of sort of revealed. It was about this guy named Zach Bia. I don't know anything about this man besides I think he's like a TikToker and he ruins a lot of girls' lives. Like he he just dates women and like fucks their head up and there's different pictures of his exes like having conversations with him and crying.
Really?
Yeah. He just seems like the worst, but I don't know really any other information about him besides that. And I honestly don't care to. He looks boring just by his face, to be honest. Like, you can read someone's energy on their face, and he just seems like boring and like low-key sinister, and I'm not about it. But either way, so someone one of the press asked her if it was about him, and she legitimately just said no comment. And then this is what he said. He didn't think the Vampire was about him because he said, we hung out, we were both busy, we ended up not furthering the relationship, there was never any drama, you know? Mm-hmm. There was drama. I remember there was drama. And then this girl named Madison Beer, which is one of his exes, which I think is a TikTok person too. She like said on Twitter, not calling it X, always Twitter, said, thank you, Miss Olivia, and put like a heart, about that song, I guess. And then part of the lyrics are, you called them crazy. God, I hate how much I called them crazy too. And it's like, all these pictures are showing of her, like, kind of looking like she's screaming and crying, and other girls it happened to too. And of course, like, I've been with these kind of guys, or I've experienced like those master manipulators where they really convince you like this girl's crazy. Like, if anyone says that their ex is crazy, that's usually a red flag.
Right.
Now, their ex legitimately could be crazy, but 9 times out of 10, they're the crazy ones.
Right. Right.
And it's like maybe just women have emotions and you're treating them poorly.
Right.
That's probably the situation. But there's still the rumor that Grudge is about Taylor Swift, and I really think it is because Olivia Rodrigo was known for being really the biggest Taylor Swift fan ever. Mm. And then they became friends at some point, and then there was one of the songs that Olivia released that she put Taylor as one of the writers, but she wasn't actually one of the writers. And then there was like legality that happened, and it was a whole mess. And everyone and their mother went to Taylor Swift's Era tours, and Olivia did not.
Oh, really?
She did not at all, and she did not comment about it. And
wow.
she's been obsessed with her since she was a child.
Right.
Like, she would have definitely gone if they were cool, but obviously something happened. But one thing that I found that was very interesting is that in her last album, you know, she got, like, I mean, she was in other Disney Channel shows before this, but her big break kind of was the High School Musical, the series or something, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So she was the main character in that, and her ex was also her co-star. So they dated for a while, and then she released this song after they broke up, because he got with, I always forget his name, but I remember the women. He got with Sabrina Carpenter, and then Olivia wrote a song called Driver's License, and like it was basically about him and, you know, their relationship, and then there was like, you know, the love triangle, and then I think she wrote some other songs on that album about them or whatever. And then Sabrina wrote a clapback song at her, and then it was it was a bunch of stuff going on.
Listen to these in succession.
Yeah, definitely check them out if you haven't. And then, so then she said she learned from that, and that she told everyone, like she said she told the people who the song was about, that it was about them. I think this song is about you. But
what is like diss tracks?
Yeah, right?
Diss tracks.
But she said that, so then it's really weird that like this Zach character is saying that it's not about him, but like when she was talking like she did tell every single person about it. So then it doesn't make sense. But why would she say no comment if it wasn't about him? Usually a no comment
means
is a huge comment.
Right, that's what I say. That says a lot.
Right. So I just want to be on those texts. Like I want the Ring camera footage, and I want to be on the text talking about like, how would you say that? Like, I wrote this song talking about how shitty you are, and it's a bop. Here's the track.
You're going number one, baby.
How would you say that? But I'm giving you no public credit, so you can't make any money off of it. I don't know. Like, how would you? I don't know. That'd be a very awkward conversation. But yeah, so that's the tea on that. But I'm moving on to the thing that I'm the most excited about. Before I talk about the thing I'm the least excited about. So if you haven't heard, Wayne Brady has come out as pansexual.
I heard that.
Yes.
Wayne Brady.
And the picture that they've been using is like the hottest picture ever. It's like, I feel like it's every sexuality's like wet dream kind of look. Because he had this like smooth hat. You know our friend, that exact hat. Yeah. That's the hat that I love. Ooh. And then it was like this like suit, but it was like silky and smooth but casual, and it was so hot. And I always thought, like, so growing up, I knew, you know, I watched Whose Line Is It Anyway all the time. And he was my favorite. He was
my favorite too.
And like the best.
Brady is the truth, man.
And I
rock with Wayne Brady, man. It's funny, hilarious.
Yeah. I always thought he was amazing. I thought that he was a part of my community, but like the LGBTQ community plus my fellow alphabet people. But I thought that he was gay because
I didn't think he's gay, but I did think he had some type of fluidity or just seem, you know, some, you know, but so I wasn't like overly like surprised per se. I think it was almost like, okay, about time to you know, something, you know, not that you need to like put a label on however you live.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good
you don't
staple.
Owe anybody
right, you don't owe
sexuality.
You don't. So I think it was a good staple, and I was like, oh, like that fits him perfectly. Like I would, it's like, because this is personality,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it totally makes sense. That was just at a time in my life where I only thought, I mean, I was a child, like, and what I was taught and how the world was taught to me, like, through school and this and that and different people in my life and whatever, I thought that you were either gay or straight and there was no in between. And that's what it was. And so I didn't feel like he was straight necessarily. So I was like, he must be gay.
Right.
And I felt, and it's like so cool because as I get older, it makes so much sense. I actually haven't been surprised by anyone's sexuality. I've been like, yes, I felt that because once I got in tune with who I am and my sexuality, everyone else became so much clearer to me too, And a lot of celebrities that I had crushes on, whether I I grew up and I had a lot of internalized homophobia for a while, and I thought that I was bad for my feelings. So I always knew that I was attracted to men, but then I was attracted to women and to people of all different genders. I still am. I love my trans community, my non-binary community. I love my cis men and women. Like, I'm just open to loving people. I love people for who they are. But before I understood all that, there were people that I was definitely gravitated towards that have come out as pansexual mostly.
Yeah.
Which is like really cool and extra validating for myself. Right,
for sure.
And even the way he came out was so cool. Like, there was this, I saw this video on, because I think he did the video before he did any interviews. I saw this video on his TikTok, and it was like the best, like, gayest video, not gay in the sense of like, gay is your sexuality, just gay is like the queerest video, and it was so beautiful, and they were dancing, and there was like the rainbow flag, and it was just, it was beautiful, and Wayne Brady was in a wig and looking cute, and I loved it. I thought it was like very fun and a good celebration.
That's dope, man.
And it was another moment where I got to celebrate myself for being myself and validated.
And shout out to Wayne Brady for making that step, doing that, and giving people that platform to also feel validated in themselves, no matter what you are, how you do, who you love, how you love, and that's just dope.
Oh shit! I guess this is my official coming out story.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I say I'm gay all the time on different platforms. I've just never been like, hey, yeah, I'm bad. Yeah. But I am surprised.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to all of you all out there too, man. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Love it.
I didn't even think about that until I was like, wait, I've never said that on like a super public platform. I've said like I'm gay all the time on Snapchat, and in person, but not.
I love it. Hey, get all of us. Right? You say
honestly,
all of us.
If you didn't know I was some kind of queer, then you just don't know me. I've always been like very queer and loving towards all people, and I've just hidden the sexuality part.
I think you did on a past episode.
Did I?
Well, you didn't. You talked about a story, but you didn't.
Oh.
You saw the club thing, and then you you're.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't say any.
Yeah. I was going to post something years ago about it.
Yeah.
Years ago. I actually had a whole photo shoot, and I just kept on putting it off, and then I finally went to my first Pride where I was fully comfortable being out. Like, I hadn't, like, posted it, but I was like, whoever knows, I'm comfortable in it, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to shout it in the streets. And I ended up being in that parade, which was crazy, and it was in London. It was the London Pride Parade, and Google, shout out to Google, asked, like, they had extra wristbands, and they came by, and they were like, who wants to be in the parade?
Right.
Like, sign me up, okay?
So cool.
It was so fun and amazing, and it was my first, like, out Pride, and wow, it was incredible. But I finally decided, like, I can post, but I don't have to, and that's why I got comfortable being, like, just, like, making different videos where I'm just saying I'm gay. I say I'm gay all the time as, like, a blanket statement, so people just know that I'm in the LGBTQ community, but my official sexuality is pansexual. Yeah, and I also say I'm gay to kind of just beat the punch to anybody that disagrees with that. Right. Be like, just know I'm in the community, and I will fight you if you try to fight me on it, okay? But yeah.
Don't throw hands. More love, man. More love.
More love, but also, God, if you mess with me or my loved one, I will come for you.
And will.
You don't want to see the crazy Amanda. You only want to see, like, the crazy Amanda.
Come on now. Come on. I love that Amanda. I love that Amanda.
Me too. I don't love the other one, but I can bring her out. So
don't bring her
this is a warning.
Don't bring her out.
No, I won't. You saw a little bit earlier. I was about to...
You're right. I thought about to get it. I'm sorry. Speaking
of the crazy Amanda about to come out, our final topic, the Lizzo scandal.
Lizzo. No.
I was so heartbroken when I found out that Lizzo has been accused of body shaming and also being very, like, aggressive and, like, physically threatening.
Yeah, I thought that whole story was crazy too. When I heard it, I was like, "What? Like, you're the poster child for you know what I'm saying, for, like, body image in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, like, bigger women and things of that nature, and then you out here doing the same thing. That you out here, and like I said, I was kind of two ways about it, because it's also like, then are you exploiting exploiting that now for your financial gain?
100%.
Right.
If this is all true, which honestly I'm inclined to believe victims,
right.
So.
But all of this is allegedly.
It is all alleged.
So we don't know still yet.
Lizzo, if you're watching, you can't sue us.
Right. Hey, if the rumors are true, hey, you don't know. That's crazy.
I mean, even in so y'all don't know because we cut it, because right after we filmed our body image episode, like right after that following week, all of this stuff came out. Right. And I had mentioned during some part of the video that she's a huge inspiration to me, and she's taught me to love my body.
Right. And then meanwhile, man, and it got me crazy too. Got me really about the story was all the other stuff that she was making her dancers do. These going to these little events, where they might have to grope men or do things that probably was a come bit alcohol, or drinking or
I mean multiple things on that. So with the groping, there was one of the dancers in the lawsuit, it's like suing her. She said no to, like, touching the stripper or anything, and then everyone, like, Lizzo started a chant of her name, got everyone to join, and then it was like this huge pressure thing, which felt like she didn't have a choice.
Right.
And then they were also saying that there's all those outings after work where it felt like you had to go, and if you didn't go, then the next day at work you were punished for it.
Right.
You were treated completely different. And we've seen that in the film industry. Like, the people that you get all chummy with, like, if you get treated differently.
Yep, for sure.
And I've always been the type of person that if I don't like you, I don't care if you're powerful. I'm not going to hang around you.
Either way, I stay clear away.
I'm keeping my distance.
Exactly.
We'll work together, but I'm keeping my distance.
Same way.
But I understand, like, you know, that it's a hard industry, and you can get punished for things like that.
And the thing about it too is, you know, I mean, all of her backup dancers, was BBWs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like there's
most of them.
Mm-hmm. But
and they were saying that they got treated differently too.
And like I said, and even still, like, there's not a lot of avenue, especially, you know, being a dancer and being a plus size dancer. I mean, it's not like people are, you know, breaking down walls for you to be in their videos or stuff like that. So for them, it's probably like, oh, this is one of the few opportunities that we actually get platforms where we can do what we've always loved to do. And this person, you know, is kind of dangling that, you know, in our face, you know, where this is our career. So sometimes you might be obligated to do things you don't want to do just because you start thinking like, okay, well, if I don't, then, you know, they might kick me out, or, you know, then I'm back doing this or that, or, you know. So sometimes you subject yourself to things, you know, just because of that sake, which could be what they were probably faced. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of, like you said before, I mean, this industry, period, it's a lot of, I mean, competition. I mean, somebody's always ready to, you know. And a lot of the getting ahead comes from afterward, when you're hanging out and socializing. Yeah. That's what people can get what they need to get from you, kind of like say, buddy you up, and you know, you like disclose some things and not use to get you, and you know how it is. I mean, it is a kind of cutthroat industry, so to speak, but. And I feel like I've definitely put my foot in my mouth a few times by oversharing and maybe drawing a picture of myself that the other person doesn't necessarily want. Right. But sure. I mean, I feel bad for them as they go through that. But, you know, so of course I'm hoping that the allegations are false. I'm hoping that. I hope so, but you know, I don't know. Some of them are. They can't deny though. I want to hear from people outside of the case, because there was one where one of the girls was like quitting or whatever, and then Lizzo got up and was pissed and like balled her fist and was like, I can't remember what it was now, but it was something like I dare you, you know, like and then not physical intimidation, but kind of. And then her best friend was like getting up, like they were having to hold her back. Right. I don't really see Lizzo being about that life personally, but I do think the whole image, you know what I'm saying, you want to be that tough diva, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time you kind of gotta be, but like not like that. You know what I mean? Like you about to fight somebody because they trying to leave. Like, bro, come on. Yeah. You know, let folks go. You know? It's just hard to know who's real anymore. Yeah. All right. Because I also used to be obsessed with Ellen. I loved Ellen. Oh yeah, Ellen. And that let me down. I thought, you know, looking back, I can see some of the bullying that I didn't fully see, that I thought maybe was like a chummy relationship. Right. But a lot of it was very behind closed doors. Right. A lot of it. And her whole persona was like being nice and having fun and like doing little dances and I'm the, you know, chick everybody loves. Yeah. You want to hang with me and party with me and dance with me too. Right. You know, and and then behind the scenes, like, horrible to people. You know, treat people horribly, and so many celebrities and stuff are like that anyway. You know, so many of them, and I guess there are certain levels to it, because again, like we talked about before, where they give up that kind of boundary and privacy. So sometimes maybe they get to a level again where they might get, but it's like, but they're still people. So I feel like the more we don't treat them like people, then the more we give them room to act like they are above everyone. That's true. But it's weird. Yeah, that's true. And I've been in that position where people have done it, like, to me in an aspect, and it is like weird sometimes the way people will treat you and respond to you when they think you have some type of position or authority, and even if you don't even want it or don't want it, but it's just it's
I hate that shit.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is,
I hate that.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's one thing. Y'all heard it here, folks. If you can't tell already, you will never have to guess what's on my mind and who I am. I just lay it out there for you. And if you like it, come on along. And if you don't, that's okay. You could just go away. Or if you have constructive criticism, you can DM me.
Always take. That's about it.
Yeah, I am open to feedback, but
Yeah, the good,
Well, the good and the bad, but not bullying. Bullying isn't feedback. Constructive. Like,
right.
Tell me how I can improve and why you think that.
Right.
Sure, I'm not a perfect person, but I'm going to be real always. There's too much bullshit in this world for me to not. And honestly, it makes me too anxious to not be real.
Yeah.
And then I'm an even worse version of myself because I'm like this anxious little pit that's like, what do I do? What do I say? And then I'm over analyzing everything.
And I'm selective. Like, if I know you, then I'm more of that open book. But if I don't, then I, reservation. Also because typically anybody, I'm 100% trusting and loving completely. But that's also have, my weakness, my kindness have always kind of been used as a weakness until they really know, But so I've always had to kind of put that wall up and filter up a little bit when it comes to like really getting that close to people. So I'm gonna be kind of reserved, and I ain't gonna lie. I will say that different people probably, have different ideas of who I may be, depending on who they may be. Honestly, because I kind of respond based on the people. Like if I meet genuine people who immediately are open and love me, then I'm gonna immediately receive that. If I have somebody who might be kind of condescending or a jerk, then I'm gonna be like, I really stand out, probably not say much, So those things, kind of matter for me.
I agree one-on-one, but if someone gets me in a group setting, I'm myself either way.
I'll probably go be more of the reserve in a group setting until I can again.
No, I'll say it and then I'll be like, shit, I shouldn't have said that in front of them.
I don't know, y'all. I start seeing suspect everybody. No new friends. I don't know.
No, and then I'll think about how they could use that information and blah, 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 like what they could possibly do. But then I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm glad I was myself, I guess. That's fine.
And it's always best to be yourself, for sure.
Yeah. And also I will fight them if they use my information to hurt me. Are you kidding me? No. No. But I will avoid, if I do not like you, I will 100% avoid one-on-one conversation.
Completely.
With everything in me.
Go to, like I said, opposite way, not speak, like, get a whole...
You can tell, if I don't like you, you can 100% tell. I'm not going to be overtly rude to someone for no reason. That's just disrespectful. And I don't disrespect people. But the level of niceness and the level of conversation is completely different. It's a legit, hey, I don't even ask how are you sometimes. Like, it just might be like, hi. And not even that. I think that face was a little bitchy. But just like, just, hey, how you do? Hi. How you doing? And I can't even make it because I'm thinking of the people that I don't want to talk to right now, and I don't even want to say it.
Hey,
but if I say hey, it's not like it's like that. When I see somebody that I love, I'm like, hey, oh my god, that high pitch, like, how are you? How you doing? I hope you're grand. Not like that, but you know what I mean. It's a whole different level of energy. And if you are in tune to the world and observing people's energy, it's very obvious.
It is obvious.
It's very obvious.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. But, man. But, I mean, I
guess we'll see what happens with that.
All of these stories, like, we're going to be tuning in, seeing what kind of comes from it and how it develops, and you know, maybe next
And I hope that Halle Berry can sue him and win.
Sue something.
I
yes,
really do. Or get him to stop with the picture, take it back.
Like do like a cease and desist. I think they can do those things. Yeah. And
maybe,
then,
or
like,
someone write Halle Berry a diss track.
Yeah. Yeah. Number one, baby, show.
And then Photoshop the picture to be his face behind the slime.
Yeah. That's funny. Hey, come on.
There you go. Halle Berry's manager, come this way. I have a bunch of ideas.
We
know you listen. It's okay. Don't be shy.
Yeah. Get to the end to us.
I hope one day these statements are
true, right?
Aren't jokes.
Aren't jokes. Yes,
are
aren't
not
jokes. Right.
Jokes. I hope they are the truth.
Are jokes. Matter of fact, be the comments like, and I do. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. At them in the comments, y'all. Blow them up. Well, the ones that we talk positively about, I guess. Right. We don't need more lawsuits.
No, we don't. None of that.
Not more. Like, I have a million lawsuits. Right. We don't need a lawsuit.
A lawsuit, none.
We don't have a bunch of lawsuits.
We don't have them. We don't want them.
Yeah. You can go out somewhere with that.
That's funny. But, man. So, I don't know. All of those.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you for joining today.
Do it again.
Yeah. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe. Follow on all platforms. And then tell us something in the comments that you want to talk about.
Yeah, let's go. We want to hear your thoughts.
really want to have more in the comments because we want to hear about what y'all like, what you don't like, what you want to hear more of. Anything that stood out to you, your personal stories, literally whatever you want to write in the comments, even if it's just hi. I promise we will reply.
Absolutely.
We will like it, and we will love that you are engaging with us.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much.
Watching.
Yes. Thank you for being here with us. Y'all are awesome.
Amazing people. Thank y'all.
Okay. Love you. Bye.